Hello and welcome to the latest of my Tell Tim website video podcasts, and I'm talking today about the Adur Draft Local Plan, which is this document here. Now, we've just had a meeting at Lancing Parish Hall. A lot of people have turned up to raise their concerns, raise questions about the implications of the local plan on their area. Particular implications for Lancing and Shoreham, because possibly some of the strategic gaps which separate Lancing and Shoreham and Lancing and Shoreham could be the site for some house building. Now, my concern is that people are cynical about this whole process and think, oh, it's all a done deal, we're going to have loads of housing, it's unsustainable, but what can we do about it? What I'm really keen to put across is that this is not a done deal. This is a draft local plan. That's what it says on the tin, that's what it is. As it stands, it involves several thousand new houses being built across Adur. I think that's unsustainable. I think we've got a real problem in this area where we're constrained on one side by the sea, the other side by the Downs, now part of the National Park, where there's very little building that can go on. So I'm going to be resisting the substantial amounts of house building that is envisaged in this document. But we've got to come up with an alternative, because every local authority is obliged to come up with a local plan, and that local plan will be in place until 2028. And we can use that local plan to make sure that the development that happens in our area, in Lancing, in Southwick and in Shoreham, is sustainable, that it doesn't become even more congested than it already is. So saying, no, we don't want any house building, let's not reply, won't wash, because if that happens, then the government will impose a plan on us, and we want a plan that has local people engaged with it, that's approved by local people, approved by the local council, and is sustainable. So what I'm doing as usual here today is posing a series of questions on the website to get your input into Adur's draft local plan. This is just the beginning of the exercise. What's going to happen now is a consultation that's been going on. The officers at the council will look at all the responses to that consultation. I hope many hundreds, if not thousands of people have responded. We've also done our own consultation question sheet for other people to fill in as well. They'll then look at all those different views. They'll come up with a further version of the local plan, which will go out to consultation again in 2013. And at that point, absolutely everybody needs to make sure they have their views. Like it or not, we are going to have some extra house building in the district of Adur over the next few years. We've got 1,400 people on the council housing waiting list, for example. We know the population is going to expand, but we need to do it in a controlled way so that people who choose to live, for obvious reasons, in Adur can continue to enjoy the quality of life that we have at the moment. So it needs to be done in a balanced way. Simply by saying we don't want anything to do with it, won't achieve that. We need people to engage, we need people to fill in the response to the Adur local plan, and I've posed 8 questions here which I'd like your responses to. I will then discuss those with local councillors and put in my submission and keep you engaged. Fill in the questions online. If you've got any further questions, information you need, you know how to get hold of me, and I'll post the results on the website when enough people have responded and on my e-newsletter. So thank you as always for listening, but I think the most important thing happening in Adur at the moment is actually the Adur draft local plan, and I want people to feel part of it, to engage with it, to have their say. So hopefully in the future we've got an Adur that we all continue to want to live and enjoy living in. Thank you for listening.